Hi, okay, I'm going to show you how to create an assignment. So what you do is you start in Google Classroom and then you click to the classwork page and then you click on Create and just Assignment. So now you have all of these different options. So first the title. I'm pretending to create Reading Week 8 Lesson 1. So we always follow that format. The subject, the week, and then whichever lesson it is on the learning pack. So next, for instructions, what I typically do is I pull up the learning pack. This is actually for week 4, but whatever. And then I copy the tasks. So then I just make it look kind of nicer. So compulsory, and then I just put them as numbers for the instructions. Now sometimes you have to think through like, okay, how can I best format this for Google Classroom? So this is asking them to read the daily news article and answer the questions about the newspaper story. So first, I would add a file, and this file would be the story. So I can upload by either just dragging the story here, or I can browse in my computer and find the file on the PCF or whatever it is. So let me just upload a file to show you what that would look like. I've dragged it over. This is not obviously the story about 2-meter birds, but pretend it is. So I would say, since this is a story that they're just reading, I would leave it so that students can just view the file. That's what I would do. Now, they also have to answer the questions about the newspaper story. Since this is something that the students are going to turn into me, I'm going to create a Google Doc, and I'll title it Questions About 2-meter Birds. And I might type some instructions like down here. So make sure you answer all the questions in complete sentences, or something like this. The important thing to do when you go back is that you need to make sure that you make a copy for each student. This means that the students won't all be working on the same document. They'll be just working in their own document. I can exit out of this now. It's been automatically saved. So now I have said, okay, read the news article. I have that here. Answer the questions. I have that here, and I've made a copy for each student. Your next step is to go over here and to set it as unmarked. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't just show up right underneath. It shows up down here. Then you need to set a due date. So this would be due, let's say, next week on Tuesday. And then you need to make sure you put the topic. So this would be an English topic. So 1, 2, 3. I've attached all my documents. And then up here, I have two options. I can either assign it immediately, which we typically don't want to do. I can save it as a draft to publish later, or I can schedule it to be automatically loaded to the classroom at a certain time. So I would want to schedule it for Monday morning at 7:30. Schedule. So now I can go down and check, and I can see, Reading Week 8 Lesson 1 is scheduled for November 9th at 7:30. Now I'm going to delete this assignment because I don't actually want it to show up. The only other thing to notice is that sometimes if you assign an assignment to more than one class, you're not allowed to schedule. You can only save it as a draft and then schedule it yourself. But this is how you would assign it to multiple classes at the same time. And then what else is important? You can also add links. So you can just put a YouTube link right in here if you have a website. You can create all sorts of different things. So for maths, I typically do Google Slides, and I just copy and paste from previous math lessons and then add the new worksheets on there. So that is how you create an assignment. If you have any questions, please let me know.